Oh, cornflakes. That'll make a good snack.
What are you eating?
Mini cornflakes that were on the counter. I thought you left it out for a snack.
Just don't eat all of them because I'm making ice cream with those later.
You're making what?
Ice cream.
Ice cream out of cornflakes. That sounds really weird.
Yes, Dan, you heard me correctly. I'm making cornflake ice cream. So, without further ado, let's get this video started so we can see what this actually tastes like. All right, I'll see you guys in just a sec. Okay, so this next step, the recipe says to do it in a double boiler. I'm not doing that because I'm very impatient. So I'm going to combine my brown sugar, cornstarch, salt, mix that up. And the recipe will be available for you guys down below in the description box, so you'll have that if you want to make this. And now I'm going to add my eggs. And I've got this over medium-high heat. Now it says to add the milk, and this milk has been scalded. And just gradually add your milk. And then we'll cook this until it's thick. Okay, giving you guys just a quick visual. As you can see, it looks like coffee. So we'll just cook this until it's thickened, and like I said, the recipe originally did say to do this in a double boiler, but I'm very impatient, so I'm just going to keep a really close eye on this as I cook it. Okay, so it took a few minutes, but it has thickened up nicely. And like I said before, I've just been whisking this constantly. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to take it off the heat and let it cool down completely. All right, the heat is off. I had that cranked pretty high. Cook it on lows for wusses. All right, let's let this cool. All right, so our cream mixture is cooling and we need it to be completely cool before we proceed. So while we wait on that, I'm going to juice 4 oranges and 1 lemon. This is a really odd combination of ingredients, I think, so I'm very curious to see how it's going to taste. As you can see, I'm making good use of my midnight Amazon purchase that I really don't need, but it is nice when you do need it. Good grief. Apparently I need to get my butt to the gym because that's a little hard to do. And I feel like it probably shouldn't be. Where the hell is Dan? Dan should be doing this. Is a Dan job. We're almost done here. We just have to do the lemon. The remainder of my juice is in this graduated cylinder. And I'm gonna go toss all these in the compost bin, so I will be right back. All right, so guess who didn't know their microphone was off when she was filming this? So I've got my cooled mixture in that bowl, and right now I'm adding the whipped cream to it. And now I'm going to add the orange juice and lemon juice to it. And if you do this, make sure you use a bowl that's big enough because look how full that is. And now I have to carefully stir it like an idiot because I didn't pick a big enough bowl. But basically that's all you do. You just add all your components together, mix it together really well. And then you're going to put it in your ice cream freezer. And so mine has a bowl that you keep in the freezer, and then the mixture goes in there, and then you set it in your ice cream machine, and then it twirls around and makes ice cream. Oh, and don't forget to add your cornflakes. It wouldn't be cornflake ice cream without cornflakes in it. So I forgot to mention that. Cornflakes go in here. And save some cornflakes for later so you can top your ice cream with it. Isn't that delicious? Now look at me making a huge mess, and I'm realizing that it's all over the floor and I'm stepping in it. So don't do that too, unless you have hungry animals around that'll quickly go eat the cornflakes on the floor, like mine sometimes do, and that is pretty full. But There you go. All right, now that is ready for the machine. So you can see the setup of my machine right now. It's the frozen part goes in there in the actual machine itself, and then I think that's called the dasher. That goes in next, and then it has a top part that just sits on there, and then it has just an on switch. And I got this, it's a Cuisinart. I got it for about, I think $60 or $70 off of Amazon, and I really like it. It's simple, easy to use, and it makes really good ice cream. So look at me talking to nobody. All right, clueless. Here's a little action shot for you guys. This was pretty full, so I don't remember. I think my machine makes 1.5 quarts, I think, but this was pretty full, and it only takes about 25 to 30 minutes to make soft serve. That's actually pretty good.
Kind of reminds me of
What does it remind me of?
that creamsicle ice cream.
I think the predominant flavors in here are the brown sugar and the citrus juices. So it's actually pretty good. And then you kind of get the cornflake, which is a little chewy, but adds an interesting texture to the ice cream. I would say that this is pretty refreshing. Mm-hmm. This is really not bad. I did not know what to expect, and it made a bunch. So good thing it's good.
It is really good. I would definitely recommend you guys trying this.
So this recipe comes from the Household Searchlight Recipe Book. This is from 1937. So Depression era recipe, I guess. And what an odd combination of ingredients. I wonder how this came about.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would love to hear history behind some of these recipes. Like, how exactly did they come about? And unfortunately, the book doesn't have that information, which is a shame, because I would love to know how somebody came up with this. I would never put these ingredients
But we
together.
do have that worldwide encyclopedia called the Internet Machine.
Oh yeah, we could Google. I did Google it.
We could probably Google it and find out.
They probably just made it with what they had on hand. So that's not hard to imagine that that's probably what the case was. It's got a caramely, citrusy flavor. And then you get the cornflake, which is, I mean, it's odd, but it's not bad. If I owned like a little ice cream parlor and I wanted to compete, I would be looking at some of these old vintage cookbooks for ice cream recipes, because there's just some unusual ones in here. And you know, some people really dig unusual ice cream.
It's really good.
Surprisingly good. My teeth are so sensitive. Oh, ow, it hurts.
Just put it down.
No more. It's no more. If you want to see more vintage ice cream recipes, then look at my strawberry ice cream video. We just did that not that long ago, and it was very delicious. And check out my channel for more vintage recipes that we've recreated. Dan and I are always here taste testing vintage recipes. I upload new content every Wednesday and sometimes on Fridays, so sometimes double video week. And we're always having fun, and we hope to see you in the next video.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.